Okay.
Okay, I think we're live. So welcome everyone who is watching, and let me just verify because it still says setting up.
Yes, I see it. I see us.
You see us? We're live?
We're live.
Yay. Okay, welcome everyone. You guys know me. I'm Nancy Ganzikofer, business coach and body language trainer, and I run this group. We are here, it's Website Wednesday, so we are here with Teresa to discuss a website topic to help you guys out. And today, Teresa, tell them what you chose as your topic.
So today I want to talk about SEO for the solo entrepreneur, because SEO is a scary, intimidating talk, but it doesn't have to be.
It does feel like that because it can get so complicated that my brain even hurts. And I know a decent amount about it at this point, but I don't actually do it myself. So like, what if somebody's out there and they're just by themselves and they can't yet hire or spend hours and hours of training on SEO? What can they do to drive more traffic to their websites?
So the first tip, I'm going to give 3 tips here today. So the first tip is to be specific what your focus is. Don't try and compete with the bigger people. So don't say, I do interior design, or I special in kitchen, or I special in bathrooms, or I special in living rooms. Be specific. If you have a look or feel that you love, like let's say you love the industrial design aspects of things, or you really, what is it your specialty that you're really diving into and looking at? Or what is it that you want to be known for? Even if you're taking jobs and projects that are outside of that specialty because you're just getting started and you want to make some money, at least really focus in on the specialty that you want to have and be specific with that so that people know exactly what it is that you stand for.
It's very hard. It's one of the biggest struggles when I'm coaching people is to get them to have a stronger point of view or a stronger niche, or pick a style or a room or a specific service that interior designers provide and go for it. Because, and I've told this story many times, I market to interior designers, but I coach a lot of other businesses. And my fear was, gee, if I market myself as an interior design business coach, no one else is going to come to me, yet I can coach other service providers. And that's exactly the opposite of what happened. The minute I got clear on my messaging and put it out with my SEO and in this group and on my website with your help, other businesses started coming to me going, I know you coach interior designers, but can you also coach me? And that's what will happen for the interior designers when they pick kitchens or window treatments or living rooms, or maybe they're very specific to, I love to do designer for a day, like the one service in a day. So this is a very good point to be specific, but where do they put this messaging when they're being specific?
So they're putting this messaging in the content that they create. And the content is the key to what it is when you're trying to show who you are as a designer or as anybody out there. Because I know, like you said, you have other individuals that you coach that may be in this group, but put it in the content. Content is the most important part, whether it be a blog post or your pages. Don't just say, I do kitchen design. Like, be more specific and try and put quality content that engages a reader rather than just general content that's going to put something out there.
So if we were talking about kitchens, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but like what could be a more specific something that they could put in? Well, I guess in their blog posts, they could be writing about the latest and greatest fixtures, technology in appliances, or if they're into more traditional kitchen design or the shape of a kitchen, like you're saying, be that specific.
Be that specific. The modern kitchen, or the modern kitchen with an old time field or something like that. Be specific as to the style that they're talking about. And you can break this down into project. So let's say that you have multiple styles that you love. Focus on a project and that particular style in the project. And so you can be hyper focused on just that one project instead of saying, I can do all of this in kitchens. Write a blog post or do any kind of content that says, here's a farmhouse kitchen that I absolutely loved, and be very specific about the style and the details of that farmhouse kitchen.
The farmhouse kitchens are very popular, so that's actually a great. So if
Yeah,
you have one specific project that you're posting on your website and it's a farmhouse kitchen, make sure when you're writing the content for under the photo or behind the photo in your website, you're using the words farmhouse kitchen.
farmhouse kitchen. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did we cover multiple tips in that conversation?
A little bit. I think they're all kind of blending together today. So, but using those specific keywords and creating quality content that really gives a user experience. So that's really tip 2, is the quality of the content. 2 is to use that to create an experience. If you're just putting out a quick blog post or a quick any post of anything content, and it's mediocre and it's good enough and it's just using industry standard terms, the engagement that you're going to get is mediocre at best. You want people to have an experience with you. You want to bring them into your website to have an experience. And so by really, diving into the specialty that you do and to share the love of that specialty, you're giving them an experience that will draw them in more.
So when you're writing your copy,
Mm-hmm.
think about if you were a layperson, knew nothing about it, and you're looking at this picture, possibly tell a story of transformation or a story about why you chose what you chose and how it relates to maybe that family's lifestyle or anything like that. Is that what you mean by experience?
Absolutely. I mean, you can list, I used all of these incredible products. That doesn't mean anything to me, having nothing to do with interior design. It's, like I'm not an interior designer, but when I can go to a design website and they say, I loved the feel of these countertops that brought in warmth and togetherness. And I could imagine the family standing around the island and chatting and having a glass of wine or whatever, like really develop an experience with that, and then use those keywords that describes your specialty in that experience.
For some reason, I had this flash of the TV show, The Food Network Star, which I don't even know it's on anymore. But people who end up being the next Food Network star are the ones who are able to describe when someone's not tasting something in a way that makes them feel like they're present and in that moment with the food. So it's almost like you're saying, look at that room and make them feel like they are in the room experiencing something or the transition along with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the third tip that I have is to really pay close attention to the key words and phrases that your customers and clients are using to describe what it is that they want, because that is the exact same words and phrases they're typing into Google, and that other people like them are typing into Google. So even if you have a better industry term, a more professional term for something, if nobody's using that professional term, they're not going to find you in Google, because that's not what they're typing into the search bar.
This is something I tell my clients all the time when they start using industry terminology. What would someone go to Google and type into their computer? That person who called you, and to pay really close attention when someone calls you on the phone for a consult, what are the words they're using to describe their issue?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Within technology, I used to work for tech support, and people would always say the server is down. It was almost never a server that was down, but that was the terminology that people used. And so you have to adapt to be, connected with the people and what they're using. And those are the kind of words that you want to build into the work. Now, obviously you don't want to be completely off base and completely wrong. You want to have a good mix and a good blend, but use the words that your clients and customers or potential clients and customers are using, because that's what they're typing into Google to search for you.
Love it. Okay. So our website Wednesday is quick, but very powerful today, I must say. I think these are really right on. And if you manage your own website, or you have a web designer, or you've ignored your website for a while and you haven't gotten a client driven by Google, these are some of the things you want to pay attention to, right? And the one question as a coach, I always tell my clients, just like I do with my clients, can I ask how you found me? So when you can hear, oh, I Googled and I found your website, you'll know that your SEO is starting to work for you. So great tips. If you need Teresa, tell them where to find you. You're a web designer for both Squarespace and WordPress. So tell them where they can find you.
All right, you can find me at Web Designs by Teresa. There's no H in Teresa, and I'll post a link in the comments below as well if you guys want to reach out to me. And any questions that you have about SEO or website or in general, let me know. And feel free to post comments in here about what you would like to talk about on Website Wednesdays. If there's a topic you guys are interested in and looking for, let me know, because I would love to make sure that I'm meeting the needs of this group.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, go have a great Wednesday. It's raining here. My blow dryer broke, so my day started a little crazy. But I hope you all are having a great start to your day. And I will see you soon. Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you. See you later.